I'm having trouble trying to sleep.
Hi trader, Tina once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Before we kick it off with an analysis of the overall markets, I want to do things a little bit differently today. I want to start it off with a question. You see a question on the screen, but before we jump into that, I would like to welcome you back. So if this is your very first time tuning in, meaning this is the very first time you are hearing a ShortMeTina video, I would like for you to do us a solid here in the community. Drop a comment in the comment section. You can let me know your name. You can let me know this is your very first time tuning in. You can answer the question that you see on the screen that I'm going to pose in a couple of seconds to you. You can tell me where you're struggling with trading. You can just say whatever it is that you want to say. It will be appreciated. I answer every single comment and reply in the comment section as so far as I can see it. If this is not your first time tuning in and you've been listening to me for the past week, 2 weeks, months, 3 months, year, you're tuned in, dialed in every single day, Monday through Friday, I want to say, as usual, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your support is truly welcomed. So, let me pose the question. What is the one thing you cannot control as a trader? And if understood, your trading performance will improve vastly, because the minute I understood this, my trading performance went from really bad. I believe I told you folks at one time, I was staring at a huge loss a few years ago, right? I was staring at a P&L. I think I was down something like $40,000 or $50,000. Imagine that, right? You're a trader, you've been doing it for 5, 6, 7 years, and you're saying to yourself, well, what's going on? I'm not doing something right, right? So I booked a loss that day, and there was a couple of things that made me book that loss, right? And this is not necessarily in this particular order. One is clearly my P&L said that there was something wrong, right? If you're down about 50,000 or 40,000, it was a huge amount. I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe I blocked that out of my mind. There was a huge amount that was staring back at me, a huge loss that I had to take. Like I was holding on to these losing trades or holding on to that loss for quite some time, and I just did not want to book it, right? And so I said to myself, I sat myself down and I said, you know what? There's something that's not right here. I'm not where I want to be as a trader. And if I know that I'm not where I want to be, I had to ask myself, how can I get there, right? How can I get there? And just to kind of like bring it full circle, it all had to do with this. And when I decided to book that loss, realized it was something that I was not doing right as a trader, right? I had to say to myself, well, how can I get to the next level? And once I started asking myself that question, I kind of stumbled on this, right? Because I always say to folks, and I get emails from a lot of new traders asking tons of questions, right? And I usually say, and I'm saying this to you as well, so don't get offended. And if you get offended, it might be good. Hopefully, it's going to propel you to action. If you are like me or like I was many years ago, staring at a huge loss, I need you to get up, look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you're looking at that loss and it has everything to do with the person staring back at you, right? Now, if you know you're slow like me and you didn't pick up on that, that means what I'm saying is if your trading performance is not where you want it to be and you're looking at a loss and you do not like how your trading is unfolding, you have no one else to blame but yourself, right? You cannot blame CNBC. You cannot blame Jim Cramer. You cannot blame insert newsletter peddler. You cannot blame ShortMeTina. You cannot blame that next person. You cannot blame a particular CEO of a company. You cannot blame that company for their lack of execution. You can only blame yourself if you're not doing well. All right? And if you want to get from not doing well to losing a little to actually winning, then answer that question you see on the screen. Not the stream, but the screen, right? What's the one thing you cannot control as a trader? Because the minute you understand that, I guarantee you, fundamentally things should start to change. And the way you think about the stock market and the way you approach the stock market, answer that question. All right? Like it says, comment in the comment section below and sign up at ShortMeTina.com. I always reveal the answer. All right, so that's it. So let's kick it off. All right, so getting right to it, we have the S&P 500, the SPY daily chart, again, dating back to 2017. The SPY has been in a range. The bottom of that range, we can call that support, comes in at around, we can say 260. Upper end of that support channel comes in at around 280 to 282, sitting here at 288.29. We have now been above that resistance area. We have been outside of the channel here for the past 5 or so, a little bit more trading days. So as long as we can stay above 280 to 282, in my opinion, you have to be on the long side. That's kind of all I have to say about the SPY. What else? All right, so the IWM, again, daily chart for the past 6 months or so, in my opinion, it is forming an inverted head and shoulder, which is a bullish pattern. We closed at 157.33, a break above that resistance line. We can call that 158 to 160, and I think this bull market is ready to run. A lot of folks are sitting on the sidelines, and they're waiting for a safe time to jump in. I wasn't doing that, right? So once again, when folks were panicking here, we were buying. We were literally buying, which was good for us because, again, we were able to capitalize off of this huge rally now. And I do really suspect that the market will continue to trend up. If it doesn't, however, that's okay. Like I've indicated before, you always have multiple opportunities like here, and most recently here, to catch it on the downside. So don't be so concerned with when's the right time to jump in per se, because I think it's going to collapse. If you see it going up, you should jump in because the market is going up. And once it actually starts to decline, you're going to have, in my opinion, multiple opportunities to take advantage on the short side. So don't really necessarily be concerned too much about when the market is going to tank unless it's showing you signs that it's going to tank. Right now, we have been rallying, and with this close today, it seems as though we're going up. So pay attention once again to 158 to 160, a break above there, and things can get really good or get going for long. All right, and then we have to go BBBY daily chart. So it's a little bit tricky. It was at one point up in after hours. I see an after hours high of around $21.45, somewhere around there. Right now, it's trading at around $17. So I think the last quote I saw was, I think it was $17.40. So a little bit tricky. So being that it's not giving me a clear signal, what I would do really is just sit and wait. What I'm going to be paying attention to, because I think there's a trade for ticker BBBY, I'd be paying attention to, once again, resistance of around $20 to $21. Let's see if we can make one more attempt to get there. Let's see how investors or traders react at that point. All right, and then we have ticker BMY daily chart. Full disclosure, we are short ticker BMY. We shorted it a few weeks back. Stock is actually breaking down even more. It gave us a decent percentage gain in our short, but it seems as though it has more to give, sitting here at 45.89 this week. It's been breaking down slowly, but it has been breaking down. So if it continues to do that, I definitely can see 43 to 44 in the cards. So you still have potentially about 2 to 3 points left of decline before even thinking of a rebound or a bounce. So put ticker BMY on your short list. And then we have ticker LYFT hourly chart. Since the stock IPO'd about 2 to 3 weeks ago, one as high as 88.58. It has been on a decline since then. Today was no different, off about north of 11% on the day, closed at $60.12. Trying to time the bottom here would be ridiculous. It does not seem as though the stock has placed in a bottom. When that happens, you'll see I would not even try to call a bottom here. Let things play out and then, go from there. Put ticker LYFT on your watch list. At some point, it's going to present a buying opportunity for you to make money. That point or that time, in my opinion, is not right now. What else? And then we have ticker APRN daily chart, off about 3.5% on the day, closed at $1.11. As I've indicated before, short-term support comes in at around $1. If it can stay above there or within that range, things should be fine and you might be able to get a pop. If it falls below, more than likely we're going to revisit the most recent December lows of around 65 cents. But if it can stay above $1, you have a real shot at getting to at least 150, perhaps even 160. What else? And then we have ticker AMD, up 2% on the day, sitting here at 27.83. Creeping up nice and slowly. If there is a trade to be had, in my opinion, it is on the long side because, again, stock has made higher lows since bottoming out like the rest of the market back in December. Wouldn't jump in here at 27.83, but if I had to place a trade, it will be on the long side. I'm actually waiting for it to get into my quote-unquote safe buy zone. What else? All right, and then we have ticker NIO daily chart sitting here at 504. Today's low clocked in at 496. I've been relatively bearish on ticker NIO since it broke support back here in mid-March. I've gotten a lot of flack for it. Here's the thing. When I look at a chart, I'm just looking at trading opportunity and the opportunity to make money, whether it be on the long side or the short side. So if I do an analysis on a chart and I'm saying it is quote-unquote bearish or quote-unquote bullish and you don't disagree, I'm not saying it, because I'm trying to manipulate the stock or I have some sort of quote-unquote agenda. I'm just really analyzing what I see through my understanding of technical analysis. I say that to say to the folks that's been giving me a lot of flack on saying that I'm bearish on ticker NIO. I'm bearish because look, you can see it. The stock broke support and it's been doing nothing but declining since this gap down back in March. And every time you think it's going to have a bounce like it did here, it went up for a few days and then it came crashing right back down to test, right? Almost getting as close as all-time highs. All-time lows. That's not bullish. That's actually very bearish if a stock is retesting all-time lows. Now, is there an opportunity setting up on the long side? Perhaps. But for me, I'm not ready to jump in. I'm just going to wait until things settle. But I'm looking to take a trade on the long side at some point once it shows me that it's ready to, again, make that move up. So put ticker NIO on your watch list, sitting here at 504. I'm still relatively bearish based on the chart. What else? And let's round it out with ticker CRON daily chart dating back to December of 2017. Full disclosure, we actually went long CRON back in August when the stock was trading at around 5. Saw it overshoot to 25 and now it's back down to 1802. What I'm going to be paying attention to is 19, that $19 level. If we can actually make attempts and get above 19, I think that more than likely we will retest the most recent highs of 25 and perhaps go further. If we cannot sustain that move to $19, then I would not be surprised to see CRON trading at around 15 or 16. And that's my take. So what I'm going to be paying attention to really fiercely would be that $19 level. And let's just kind of cap it there. Tina once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 3 things for me. Yes, it's 3, right? Because I did start the video with a question. What is the one thing traders cannot control in the stock market? And if they recognize this, their trading performance will vastly improve. So in the comment section, again, let me know. What do you think that one thing is? Answer, place it in the comment section, take a guess. Second thing is, if you enjoyed and want more videos like the one that you're seeing right now or hearing right now, then head on over to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. I do videos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When the stock market is open, I will upload a video. And lastly, if you want more value, I've been trading for over 15 years. I have a lot to say, as you can see. If you want more value, then head on over to ShortMeTina.com, sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support.
My eyes feel like they're gonna bleed, right up and bulging down my skull. My mouth is dry, my face is numb, wrapped up and spun out in my room.